Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, open the fuck.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany and this is Foxy Sunrise. So today I am bringing a pretty fun pick a card reading. This one is going to be about what goddess you embody most, or another way to phrase that is what female archetype or feminine archetype do you embody. So I have 4 groups today, and starting with this one, group number 1. Group 2. Group 3. And group 4. So the timestamps and all my information will be pinned in the description box below, so you can go ahead and skip ahead. Choose as many groups as you're called to choose. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Alright, group number 1. If you chose this bracelet, this is what goddess you embody most. Thea. Nice. So I'm going to read the description for y'all. She's a very psychic goddess. Very connected. Illumination and psychic vision. Oops. Illumination, psychic visions. Thea is a goddess of sight and heavenly light. Your intuitive insight is attempting to contact your conscious attention. Put to use your tools that will best enable you to interpret these signs and symbols. Meditate and reflect. Try to recall your dreams by journaling. Some quiet solitude is in order. Thea is the goddess of the blue sky, and with her gift of crystal clear vision, she reminds you of your intuitive gifts and how they must be attended to. That's really beautiful. So you may be coming into some gifts, or you may be new to synchronicities and signs. You may just now be noticing signs and synchronicities. Some of you may already be aware of this, and things are maybe heightening and intensifying, or new ones are coming up for you. Wow. Vacation and structure. That's hilarious. So maybe you had a spiritual practice, but as of late you've been slacking a little bit, and this could be going outside, when I think of structure, I think of just what really grounds someone to be able to tap in and hear the guidance that they need to hear. So maybe you've been a little bit lazy, maybe not eating, or again, not doing any physical activity, or just slacking on some of your spiritual maintenances. That could be what this is pointing out. But from this, I'm seeing that it's not that hard for you to tap back in. So grounding seems to be a big message here. Five of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. Maybe there's just a lot of noise in your head right now, so it's hard to really tap into some of these things. But whatever altercation, I guess you could say, has happened was for good. And maybe there were some people in your life that got taken out. Some kind of bickering, some kind of argument that may have happened. This could be maybe why your structure is a little bit faulty. You're rebuilding right now. But it's for the best. And it'll probably make things a little bit clearer as well. You'll be able to hear yourself more. You'll know what's you and what's not. Wisdom. Yep. You know what to do. It may be a little bit unclear at the moment, but you're gonna figure it out. Let's see. Yearning, energy adjustments. We have these in reverse. So I'm getting that for some of you it's a relationship that you haven't let go of, or a relationship that involved a lot of fighting and bickering, and because of this it's thrown off your energy, and thus you can't really embody this beautiful goddess right here. You can't embody the illuminated psychic goddess that is within you, the divine feminine aspect of you that can really tap in. And so maybe this relationship was a part of this structure that's now falling. Maybe this happened over vacation time. If anyone's still not working, that could have been what it was. And twos, we have a 22 here. Twos are representative of coupling and pairing and love, balance. So whatever wisdom you got from this situation, even if it wasn't a relationship, some kind of partnership, friendship, possibly, whatever wisdom you gain from it will assist you in really restructuring and rebuilding, even though it feels like the rug has been pulled from under you. It's for the best. The foundation may not have been faulty to begin with. I mean, it may not have been sturdy to begin with. It may have been faulty. So this yearning, this attachment is draining you. Wow. When I see this, thinking of this feminine is yearning for this masculine side. She's yearning for the marriage, the inner union. And this guy almost, I'm really looking at his face and he just seems not there. He might be just unconscious. He might be tapped out, because in this, the woman just looks way more interested than the man. The man looks completely just somewhere else, but the woman is very present with him. Yeah. This card mentions aura cleansing and health. So maybe you're very stressed, you're not eating very well or at all, or maybe you're binge eating. Some kind of imbalance has begun happening and affecting you as a result of whatever is happening around you, possibly. There might be some doubt. You don't really believe yourself. You don't really trust your inner guidance. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. That's awesome. This was an extra message. Wow, you're sensitive soul. So overall, I'm getting clairsentience because we have emotions. We have that eye here for your goddess card, so you may be clairvoyant, wild imagination, artist, some kind of creative. That's how you may express your gifts. You may have prophetic dreams. You may get messages in your dreams. You may be able to predict the future in your dreams. You may know exactly what somebody needs to hear. And I feel when you're at your highest of energies, you can adjust your surroundings. That's one of your magic powers. But your cup has to be full. Because when it's empty, you may be drained and try to reach for someone else in maybe a codependent way to fill your cup. And sometimes when you're full, you may attract vampires as well. People who just want to drink you of your energy. So you in particular are very sensitive. You need to protect yourself. Because you're very powerful. Yeah, just be protective of yourself, and if you're feeling low, nurture instead of sort of seeking, because a lot of the time the seeking out in a low vibration doesn't always end well. So, yeah, you're the sun. You lead with your heart. Okay, group 1, I hope that resonates. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what group you chose. If you chose group 1, leave a comment. Let me know what stuck out, and I will see y'all for the next one. If you chose Lavender or group 2, this is which goddess you embody most. Raven goddess. You may have premonitions, psychic. Let me go ahead and read from the book. Messages, omens. The raven's mythic status across many cultures is that of a shapeshifter and a mediator between the worlds of the living and the dead. They are messengers from the beyond and are bearers of an omen. To have a raven's knowledge indicates the ability to see beyond what is visible to the eye. The raven is one of the wisest of all animals. Drawing this card increases your ability to pick up on cosmic symbols and whisperings. It is a subtle talent that develops over time through our direct experiences. Stay open-minded and try to observe details that are often overlooked and dismissed as irrelevant. So you may attract very interesting circumstances, almost magical circumstances, because you're so connected. Shapeshifter, so you're the type of person that can blend in with any environment if need be, but that doesn't mean that you're not unique by any means. You are very unique. But you're tapped in, you notice things that other people don't. You may have some kind of connection with blackbirds or birds, ravens, or animals. You may be able to divine with the earth, using the earth as divination. You may be able to see or recognize signs that the earth speaks to you, and you understand it more easily than others. Very gifted. Haunted and love. Interesting. Huh. I'm seeing this as a lot of betrayal being experienced in your life. Someone who may be a medium or has sort of a traumatic childhood in some sense. You still are haunted by some of those memories and betrayals. Both of these were in reverse, so that could maybe that. If you're not feeling tapped in and you pick this group, it could be because of some resentments that you still hold. Some shadow work. there's a lot. There could be some things that need to be released before you can really tap into this if you haven't. You may also be a medium. You could see people who have passed as well. Two of Cups and Ten of Swords. Maybe you're able to see when things are imbalanced or not harmonious with this Love and Two of Cups in reverse. And maybe in love, you might have if someone isn't giving enough to you, you may give more. And you may be very used to being in that kind of position and not realizing it's imbalance because you have so much love to give and you don't mind overcompensating if need be, but you also are just able to sense when things are imbalanced, or you're starting to learn that that's something that you do deserve. And it's also a superpower of yours. You're able to balance things out. Maybe you're Libra, Scorpio, Ten of Swords. When it's in reverse, it's a good card. You're moving past, or you can assist others in moving past these pains and betrayals that happen. You may be a good psychotherapist, some sort of psychologist. You can help others with their traumas. Maybe you're interested in that. Helping people move on from hard times. Bringing the balance back in others' lives and helping them really move on from what has taken their power away. Yeah, you can really see through a person. The Path. Number 8 is a powerful number. You may be on some kind of initiation, some kind of spiritual path, or even a career path, just a path that you understand is where you should be. And that in itself is pretty powerful. You know where you have an idea of where you're supposed to go, and everything is just sort of falling into place, and you're seeing the signs of that. Maybe your gifts have begun to heighten because of this path that you decided to say yes to and step on. Or you may be this girl right here. She looks kind of hesitant. She's like, wow, I would love to go there, but I don't know. I don't know about this. It just looks crazy. There's no way. Like, I should stay where I'm at. And where she's at is beautiful. It may be all she knows. But that, it's in the sky. When I think of that, I think of a dream. She's hesitant to go towards the path towards her dream, some of y'all. She's like, who, me? I'm really feeling like childhood. For some of you that resonate with that message, the hesitation, I feel like there's something about your childhood or someone said something mean that made you feel as though your ideas, what you want to do, you can't trust there's something in childhood that needs to be looked at. Yeah. If you've been trying to do something and you're just there's something stopping you, it could be something in the past, way in the past. Even if it's small, even if it's really small, it could have really affected you. So I'm seeing it here. Even if it was a small heartbreak, it felt like this, and that makes me think of how children are upset over things that adults have a better handle on emotionally. So there's someone or something that needs to be just let go and forgiven, but also looked at. And then you'll be catapulted, and everything will just really like be so clear. I'm tripping over my words. Keep going. I love this card. Keep going. These are just some extra messages that I pulled. You see that? Someone's guiding you. Someone has your back. There could be someone there that's been there. Sisterhood, transparency. This could be what you're coming into, which is a scary place. It's vulnerable. This path, it feels like a path to really, really becoming, a path of becoming who you really are. Being honest with yourself, being vulnerable, being genuine. Yeah, that's awesome. And last but not least, now is the time to integrate all that I have gathered. So you're sitting on gold, on harvest. She's around all these plants. It looks like she's like sitting on them. You're sitting you're sitting on lots of wisdom, lots of gold. You know exactly what to do. Like she's like holding this spiral of light. She's about to work with her medicine. That's what it looks like to me. You have some medicine you've cooked up, now it's time to work. Yeah. Okay, group 2. That is all the messages that I'm receiving. The Raven Goddess. That is you. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you chose group 2 and what really stuck out for you. And I will see y'all on the next one. Group 3. If you chose the Carnelian stone, this is the goddess that you embody. Dragonfly goddess. She is blossoming into herself. Let me read. I love dragonflies. Truth, authenticity, honesty. As imperfect beings, we often make the mistake of judging a person, their situation, or ourselves on a faulty premise. As a result, we find ourselves in a labyrinth of misunderstanding and confusion. The dragonfly goddess compels you to awaken to the truth, to no longer deceive yourself. She shines light on pure reality, and the revelations can be both freeing and sometimes uncomfortable. She calls you to integrate your spirit and mind, your inner self, with your outer persona, to exteriorize your soul. It is a call to action, and the situation requires sensitivity to be effective. Speak your truth with kindness and compassion. Try to absorb new truth with kindness. Try to absorb new information from messengers without taking offense, which would only distract you and continue the cycle of self-deceit. Empathy of others and curiosity about widening your perspective is required now. So, some words I got out of that was merging. There's a merging between who you're realizing you are and your exterior. And your vibration is raising. Your crown chakra is very tuned in. You have all these new ideas. You may feel like you're buzzing with energy. Maybe you feel like you share too much, like you talk too much, like you normally don't talk, but lately you've just been wanting to share. You have so much to share as of late. You have a lot of creative energy building up. You have a lot to express. Physically, verbally, well, I guess that would be physically, artistically. So yeah, verbally, you may be writing a lot, painting a lot. Okay. Communication. All right. That's cool. Unplugged. Patience. Okay, so in this description, it mentioned being patient with yourself throughout this process, having some sensitivity. And the patient card is in reverse. So if I could compare this to puberty was a rough time. It was a very rough time. It is a rough time. And this is very similar in this case, where maybe you feel like you're running out of time to do all the things that you want to do. You have so many ideas. You could be, when I think of unplugged, I think of untethered. Untethered being that, like, you have a lot of ideas, but you're not grounded. And maybe this unplugged is you being distracted by some kind of screen, and you're not actually taking action on these ideas. Like, you're getting a lot of communication, but whatever you want may take a little bit longer than what you'd hoped. So that could be where the impatience is coming from. Like, you just want it now. You're just ready. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm seeing this as like you know exactly what you want emotionally. You can articulate that. However, with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you haven't been able to actually produce in the physical. You haven't been able to actually, again, take action and materialize whatever you're trying to do. That just hasn't happened. But it can. It's not like it can't. I see this reverse. It's not that you don't have it. It's just stalled or blocked. This abundance that you can bring in. This entity, this project, whatever entity means to you, this idea that can be tangible because of a lack of action, distractions, impatience, an issue following through. So having a lot of creative energy, maybe you're a fire sign or have a lot of fiery energy. Maybe you tell yourself you're ADHD. I'm seeing a lot of hands in different baskets, so Gemini energy possibly. I said fire, so Aries, Sag, Leo. Emotionally though, you're very confident. You're like, I know what I want. We got the King of Cups here. You're very emotionally even, so to speak. Realization. So maybe you just maybe this reading is helping you realize what you need to do. Maybe that's what this realization card is. It's like 1 + 2 is 3 here. 3, you may be a life path 3. 3 is the performer, the creator, one of the most talented out of the whatchamacallit, the numbers. Yes. Wow. This realization, she's like in a daze. I feel like that's what a daze looks like and what a daze feels like. You're just like, wow, okay, I get it now. Or again, like I was, explaining earlier, you could have moved past the realization phase. Now it's just moving forward. Reflections, lots of thinking, lots of inward thought. You've been thinking a lot. Maybe that's why you haven't, maybe you're not ready. In some sense, you feel like you're not ready, which could be in your mind, but also if you don't feel ready, that could be why you haven't taken action. But you've been reflecting a lot. You know exactly what you need to do. So it's not that you don't know what you need to do, but there's a stalling. She's kind of standing here, taking it all in. That could be what you're doing. You're just like, okay, wow, this is right for me. Wow, I really want to do this. Wow, let's get married. Wow, I don't want this job. Something like that. But some, maybe most, are just either not taking consistent action or not taking action at all. The crane bag. Choice. declutter. So I'm getting again this communication card and the reflections and the realization. There's a lot of thinking going on. Maybe there's a decluttering of the mind that needs to happen. Or maybe that's what's happening simultaneously while you're not doing anything. You're decluttering your mind so that when you take action, you feel unplugged in a sense. So when there's less noise, say when you aren't on your phone as much, maybe your phone's on airplane mode, your phone's on silent, you're not on social media, something like that. Maybe that cutoff of communication of some sort will help you unplug and then really tap into yourself and what you want to do, and know that that's exactly what you should be doing, is what you want to do. Of course, if it doesn't harm anyone else or yourself. Just want to be clear on that. If it's safe and an uplifting and a soul feeding option that helps you grow and expand in some sort of way, if you know this is good for you, why not? Why not? So I'm getting that there are a lot of voices that are yours and probably not yours, and so unplugging from the extra noise and all that. Maybe you're always on your phone, you're communicating constantly, you're always like interacting with people, and so there's a lot of just extra noise. Maybe your room is cluttering. Grounding. You chose the orange stone, the carnelian. There's some red in there, so it's very grounding stone. Maybe you aren't very grounded. You have a lot of energy, but you don't know how to really hone in on it and tap into it and focus it towards the goal. Again, this hands in different places, committing to one thing, it feels like you're saying no and letting go to all the other options that you could have. But maybe this one choice, this one focusing, this one thing, you can focus on that. And by doing that, it can assist you into the other things that you want to do. You never know how things will connect and lead in, and a lot of people have different streams of income now because of just one thing that they started on, and then that business was good, they were making money from it, and then boom, they could go to the next thing that was on their list. So maybe make a list of all the things that you want to do and rate them. Which one is more important than the other? Which one do you feel like I can really become abundant off of this one, and then it'll pay for the other things that I want to really invest in. So that was for someone. Yeah, but a lot of thinking is going on. Dragonfly goddess, you are gonna light up the world. Movement awakens my creative spirit. Wow. So yeah, maybe this non-movement is materializing and manifesting into you actually not moving at all. So walking, running, whatever you like to do, hula hooping, any kind of movement will help sort of focus that energy. If you're overflowing with energy, that can assist in an outlet for that to be. It would be a great outlet for your energy. So in creative spirit, you are very creative. You have a lot of ideas. And you just want, like, you have these visions and you just want you just want to not have to, like, the boring parts of things. Maybe you're that person who you're just like, oh, I want to do this, but then I have to set this up and blah blah blah, you know. Yeah, is focusing, being able to learn to focus your energy. Okay, group 3, that is all that I have for you. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you picked group 3, leave me a comment. Let me know what stuck out for you, if it resonated. And I will see y'all on the next one. Group 4. If you chose the earring, let me take a sip of water. This is the goddess that you embody most. Tuatha de Danann. Earthy. Very, very earthy. You may have a really open heart chakra. You may really like nature. I'm getting Taurus energy. Hidden forces, spirit guardians. The Tuatha de Danann are an ancient tribe in Irish mythology who had perfected the use of magic. Irish mythology. They were driven to the underworld, an infinite paradise where no one grows old and time has no meaning. They are aware of your soul path and will open doors for you to reach your destiny. They are also mischievous tricksters who may cause obstructions and prank you if you've fallen off your path. Their intention is to benefit you, so pay close attention. We all lose our way now and again. Our time here is precious. The Tuatha de Danann are here to remind you to check your spiritual compass, to be sure you are heeding your personal calling. Irish mythology. Maybe you're really connected to Celtic mythology, or Bridget is coming to mind. Be sure you are heeding your personal calling. Mischievous tricksters makes me think of Gemini, for sure. You may be silly, like they explain these guardians. Hidden forces or guardian. Depth. Restock in reverse. So maybe you currently are a little off your path with the restock card in reverse. You're feeling a little bit drained. Maybe you've been around people you shouldn't have been around, or maybe you're working a lot. Depth and connection. Okay, the Hierophant and Two of Swords. So you have spirit guardians. When I think of the word guardian, it does remind me of some sort of leader, somebody who, guides other people. So maybe you are in a situation where you aren't being fulfilled, whether that be a job or relationship, but you're wanting depth, you're wanting something more, and you may be led toward the occult, spiritual, religious route. But you're very connected to God, to a higher power, or knowledge, just being a teacher in some way. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but you have a thirst for knowledge. Two of Swords in reverse. Let's see. Nourishment in reverse. So you're really getting in your head about it. You may have some doubts about this. Maybe you've been getting clues or led to the idea that you are a thought leader or someone who needs to be sharing and talking, but I'm feeling that this nourishment in reverse is because you're not living your purpose. You're silencing yourself in some way. You aren't living your truth. And it's draining you. Yeah, restock. We have restock in reverse and nourishment in reverse. It's like you're kind of back and forth about it, and it's really, really got you just very indecisive. The unseen. Too much is hidden from you. Farewell to the moon. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. I'm seeing the unseen as somebody who just maybe blocked. They're not really trusting or tapped in. The unseen. Shadow work. You may be a Cancer with this farewell to the moon. You're very connected to the moon. Or you have a connection to water. You like being around water. You may Lemuria or Atlantis comes to mind. You may have a connection with mermaids. Very magical, ethereal. I feel like you're denying yourself of something or lying to yourself about something. There's something that I feel that you're hiding from yourself. And I said shadow work earlier. There may be something that will help you move past the indecisiveness. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. So there may be people around you draining you and talking behind your back. Like, just, maybe there's people around you that they don't have the best of heart and they drain you. They don't fulfill you. They're toxic. Maybe they make you doubt the things that you're into. They're not into the same stuff that you're into. The underworld. We're driven to the underworld, an infinite paradise. This unseen card kind of makes me think of the devil card, and then they mention the underworld here. Mischievous tricksters. Your friends may be the people who are trying to veer you off the path. Or somebody around you is trying to distract you from your creativity. So I'm going to read Bridget, because even though, this isn't necessarily a goddess, I got Bridget, so I want to read that. Inspiration, revelation, creativity. The great mother goddess Bridget offers you a flame of inspiration from her cauldron of brewing creativity. Such a gift as this must not be passed up. Now is the moment to act on the orders of your muse. She will speak to you in the midst of an artistic and creative endeavor when you are most receptive. Your eyes, hands, and ears will be guided to create magic. By following the instructions of your muse, you will find your soul is nourished, and a greater meaning to your time on earth is understood. Inside that act of creativity is a hidden treasure, the ability to slip out of time into eternity. Bridget will inspire you to find your fire within. Wow, that's awesome. So in the card that you got, it mentions that the underworld is a place where no one grows old and time has no meaning. And in this Bridget card, Bridget is a Celtic goddess. It says, inside the act of creativity is a hidden treasure, the ability to slip out of time into eternity. So, with that connection, when you're using your time for the things that you really love, to center yourself, to be in this place of not bliss, but just serenity. When I think of balance and harmony, I think of right place, right time, being in harmony with the universe, being in harmony with what is most authentic to you, what feels good. Time warps when that's happening. And time warps when you're also in an environment that may not be conducive to you and your growth either. But which feels better? And which feels more productive of time? Who are the people that you surround yourself with? Who are these? Are these friends? Are they pretending to be your friends? Tricksters of some sort? I keep wanting to say friends, but just some kind of distraction. that you may be experiencing. Okay, group 4, that is your reading. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know if you chose group 4 and what stuck out for you. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all for the next one. Have a good one.